I had a fold open bridge at this point of my layout for, well, since the layout was built, and I didn't like it for a few reasons. First of all, mainly because the hinge was obviously at sort of the rail height or slightly above, so it was creating obstruction for some of the larger engines, and also it was in a really bad shape. And thirdly, removing the rails was always difficult in order to lift the bridge open. So what I wanted to do instead is I wanted to make a bridge which I can just lift out of its place, which is, I mean, to some extent it's more difficult because you have to disjoin the rails and also the electrical connections, but I thought it's going to still work better than the old solution. So I welded up this bridge last winter, and it's basically just 20 by 20 millimeter cross section on the top that basically creates the decking, and then I have 10 by 10 rods which just emulate this bracing. So it looks like a bridge, but you know, it's not really required. The bridge itself with the top deck is strong enough. And I've also created this angled shape at the ends where the bridge is going to sit on. And there is a plate with these two angle irons, and then there are some matching angle irons on the bridges as well. And this turned out to be a really good solution because this gives a very sturdy place for the bridge to sit on, and then it ensures me that I'm able to put the bridge back exactly in the same position vertically and horizontally, so the tracks are going to match. And what I also created in order to make sure that the tracks are aligned is I created these pins. So I found these brass rods and a matching brass pipes and a matching brass rods, and I created this interconnect that I can just easily disengage and then take the bridge away. And also because I'm running DC digital trains, I also wanted to have separate electrical connections, because those pins are not going to work for you know, many couple of years. Even though they are brass, they are going to corrode. So they are only there to create a physical connection between the rails, and I have this plug that I can plug in and unplug separately to create a good electrical connection. Of course, that means that it's a little bit unsightly. You have these wires going back and forth. But if I look at the bridge from the inside of the track, I don't really see that. So that's like the nice part of the bridge where you are supposed to view that. But as you can see, I think the you know, the physical connection works quite well. There is a gap in the track, so that should allow expansion, and I can really easily align the track, so I'm not going to fix the rail ends. So like that should allow slight movements horizontally and vertically as well. And I can just undo the pins, disconnect the electrics, and I can just lift the whole thing away, and then, you know, store it if I need to have full access to the garden. So let's say if I'm mowing the grass. And it took me quite a long time to get there. I mean, I started building this bridge probably about maybe not a year ago, but close to a year ago. But now it's ready. I have the first test run. You can see some footage. I was just quickly assembling a short train. It was already getting dark in the afternoon. So far, all looking good. So I think I should be doing more testing in the future. And I think it's going to be a good solution in the future to allow me unobstructed access to the garden. But also, if I want to run trains, I can just easily install the bridge and I should be ready to go. So that was just a short update on this removable bridge situation. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.